The Utah Jazz have made another move, but it was kind of a predictable one at that. But considering the fact that we finally have details regarding it, we can really just talk about it now. That move is signing the one and only second round draft pick that we had this year, Kyle Filipowski. Now, we ended up signing him to an interesting deal, and we're going to detail what that means, why he was able to earn that particular deal, and what we can expect from him going into his rookie season. With that being said, it's your boy Ray Hoops. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I do this almost every day, so why not check it out? With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this one. Kyle Filipowski is a 20-year-old forward center kind of hybrid. He's 7 foot, 248 pounds, went to college at Duke, played high school at Wilbraham and Monson Academy, ended up being the 2021 Massachusetts Gatorade Player of the Year. He was sent to the 2022 Jordan Brand Classic and the Nike Hoop Summit following the completion of his high school career. So the man was a baller. We knew that. He ended up spending 2 years at Duke, as a matter of fact. And overall, he ended up playing in a total of 72 games where he started in all of them. He had 15.8 points, 8.6 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.1 blocks in 29.8 minutes per game. With that said, he's only the 7th Duke player over the past 50 years to amass over 1,000 points in his first 2 seasons. As a sophomore during the 2023-2024 season, he drastically improved his overall game, putting up spotting numbers of 16.4 points, shooting 50.6% from the field to go along with 8.3 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and this was over the course of 36 games, which were all starts. He was a consensus 2023-2024 All-American second team and All-ACC first team honored player. During his first year, you can't assume that he was a slouch either, though, because he ended up having 15.1 points, 9 rebounds, 1.6 assists across 36 games as well, giving himself the 2022-2023 All-ACC second team and All-ACC freshman team honors, as well as being the ACC's Freshman of the Year and Rookie of the Year. With that being said, that's a overall quick fire synopsis of what his overall career has been thus far. Looking into what happened after the Utah Jazz drafted him, as you remember, he got picked in the second round when he was definitely not supposed to be available because of, the girlfriend drama and whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, that is completely unrelated to his game. And as long as he can still perform the same way he always has, that's something that the media just needs to keep their mouths out of this business. And it didn't happen, and a lot of teams got worried about it because they didn't want to deal with the media storm with the way a lot of the news has been going lately with those sorts of situations. And so the Utah Jazz decided, you know what? We'll take that man. We got Cody Williams and he wasn't supposed to be available. We got Isaiah Collier and he wasn't supposed to be available. Now you left Kyle Filipowski on the board? Let me hold that, please. And that's exactly what they did. Now, coming into the Summer League, he ended up playing in 8 games, had 5 starts in those 8 games, and this was in the Salt Lake City Summer League and the NBA 2K25 Summer League in Las Vegas, where he put together averages of 11 points, 6 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 1 steal, and totals of 22.2 minutes per game. He was drafted at the number 32 pick, meaning the second overall pick in the second round of this past year's draft, and honestly, I have very high hopes for him. As a result of that interaction, however, though, many people were concerned with his ability to overall just produce at a high level because, yes, there were a lot of questions. His motor defensively isn't always the highest. Offensively, he can be a level-headed passing hub. He's not extremely turnover prone. He has a little bit of a jumper on him as well, and people really love what he brings to the game if he actualizes and realizes his genuine true potential. That said, people wonder why this was even news, because shouldn't they have already signed him? Should it not be a surprise that this happened? Yes, but at the same time, he's a second round draft pick, so more goes into that thought process because the money that you get when you're drafted second round is not the same money you can get if you're drafted mid first or high first as a lottery pick. As a result, many people had some questions about him going into the Summer League. Now, he took the risk and played in the Summer League games without a contract, but had a healthy deal coming his way on the back end as a result in good faith of his actions. Overall, the deal is involving the remaining $3 million that they have in their cap room for this upcoming season. In total, it will be a 4-year, $12 million contract, which is the largest by a player selected in the second round over the past 2 years in its entirety. It's interesting because the first year money is going to be comparable to that of a player selected around 22nd in the first round, which is ballpark where Isaiah Collier ended up coming into play. A lot of people felt a way about this. A lot of people were wondering why he demanded such money. And let's go ahead and dial the numbers back, because $3 million is not a lot of money. At the very least, compared to the overall salary cap that is available. That's honestly beneath some role player money at that point, to the point where you're talking about a guy that's sitting at the end of the bench. And if you have him for 4 years, $12 million, that means you have a guaranteed 3 years of great development. Now, this upcoming year, they're going to be tanking, so you're really going to see how raw or refined his game genuinely is at face value, and that gives you 2 more years to really sort things out, get him on the same page, and see some tremendous growth. And then at that point, you can always sign him to an extended rookie deal, kind of sort some things out that way, and you'll have a lot of flexibility to do what you need to do when the time comes. But it all comes down to liking him in the first place. And while I am high on his ability to shoot, his ability to be a passing hub, his ability to rebound, defensively, I have a couple questions, because to me, he has all the tools, all the intangibles. His foot speed isn't the fastest, but by and large, he can play very well in pick and roll coverages. So the question then becomes, how confident is he in his own ability to succeed? And how likely is he to push things for himself and for his teammates to be successful on that side of the floor? If he puts a lot of effort into it, then it's going to go terrific. But if he kind of lazes around and takes plays off, then he's going to have an up and down rookie season, and it's honestly going to probably hurt his self-confidence in his overall level of play in other facets of the game as well. But nevertheless, I believe that this was a wonderful signing. It made a lot of sense. The fact that it was just $12 million, even though people feel like he was overpaid because he was a second-round pick, the guy wasn't supposed to be drafted in the second round at all. And if the drama between him and his personal relationship with his lady wasn't out there, then he would have been drafted in the lottery where most people originally believed that he would have been drafted. That's just a fact of the matter. So realistically, if he got this amount of money and it's around the 22nd pick in the late first round type money, that's still a good deal for him, because he really could have been and should have been, in my opinion, a late lottery pick at worst. But nevertheless, we have to keep our eggs from all going into the same basket. We got to be reserved a little bit, watch him develop, watch him make his mistakes and slowly improve on them or not improve on them, and allow us to see what exactly his overall just ceiling is going to be with the Utah Jazz and in his NBA career as a whole. That said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think that he's going to end up seeing the court as a starter at some point during the season? Do you think that he's going to be an ideal fit alongside Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen? Or do you think we're going to see a world where Walker Kessler doesn't perform up to standard, Kyle Filipowski turns up that defensive intensity, and because of his ability to space the floor, he ends up starting on the floor alongside Lauri Markkanen? Either way it goes, let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. Go and smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, become a member, or drop a donation to help support the channel. And without any further ado, good morning, good evening, and good night, no matter where you are on the globe watching. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.